A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me, huh? A scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, you don't eat people. They did not change her off of her 11 model at all. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. You've no quarrel with us, we've none with you. We only wish to talk. Can they really be trusted? I should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. It's fine. We're an intimidating specimen. You'd be significantly more attractive, too, if you were only one head. I'm Preesh, by the way. Nice to meet you. Today's just been full of surprises. Yeah, this is straight up Juno. Well, Juno from Final Fantasy XI. I wish we could just go here as a normal area instead of it being locked behind the Alliance raid. What's happened to this place? I'm gonna take a picture here. This is not gonna work. The loathsome dung eater. Alright. There is much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is the battle is won, for now at least. What would have otherwise been a struggle, pretty decisive victory against the Dawn Servants, Shade, and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, thank you for your help, Daria. Hopefully this girl can give us some answers. It all began with a stone. What were your names again? I'm Daria. This is Baku Jaja. That is Baku Jaja. Daria and Baku Jaja, right? I don't know where you're from, but I can tell I'd love to visit. Can't say I've ever seen anyone quite like you before. If you're done with the small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. You're spending nonsense about us being tourists and nearly killed a man on your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting tourists not long ago to protect Olmia. Olmia? I don't fucking know. A friend of hers, you say? That's all well and good, but she was addressing Golden Jaja Shi with that name. The incantations used to summon her are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of cutting people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Golden Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks not beyond them. Meaning I'm pretty sure likely to believe in the Shi was this Olmia person. So is it all an illusion then? It's not to come back to me. There's someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me? I usually fight my fists, but I didn't think twice to consider what they gave me. I suppose their magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Olmia hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was your Olmia? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? Well, they could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being where, exactly? Juno. At least I think this is Juno. There was never anything like that here before. It's mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about if you know where to look. Maybe they can tell us something. Go with Preesh and see what you can run this place and the whereabouts of that shade. We will remain here and keep watch of this rift. Alright then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Tenshodo as well. It's in the back of Neptune's Spire across the way from the fountain. Pretty sure she's now accompanying you. Auction house, any questions? The auction house is 11's answer to the market board, I remember. Adventurers gather from all corners of the world to buy and sell their spoils here. The taxes are a pain, but it's worth it for the wide selection. Just between you and me, though, I've heard you can cut a good deal with merchants peddling their wares just outside the town. But why is it closed? The auction house never closes. They're really one of these things to return to normal around here. Whenever they reopen, I suggest you stop by. Who knows, you may get lucky and find something way below market price. Oh, please, you don't know the half of it, Preach. You're new to Geno, aren't you? I can tell by the way you were taking in the sights. The sea was built up on the Heaven's Bridge, connecting the two great continents of Korn and Mindartia, like Yaktaral and Zaktaral. You'll find there's an upper and lower level, a port, and the administrative plaza of Ruined Gardens. At least you would have before. All ways in and out of Lord Geno appear to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. Yeah. These are some... They know full well MMO game dialogue. I saw the solemn shit on Reddit. This guy's looking for a party. Party looking dark samurai dragoon. So fucking funny, man. I may have never played 11, but I've played enough 14, know enough about MMOs as a genre to appreciate all this dumb MMO bullshit dialogue. Five cards, other orders. Someone will get that. I won't. I sensibly found the winds here. The sooner we leave this place, the better. Oh, good. I was hoping we weren't to you two. I don't wish to be over before, but why were you speaking to that Mamuja earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? We would never dare venture beyond the shores of Aradija unless, my god, Gulu Jaja laid siege to Yurgan. Is Geno next to fall? I don't know anything about sieges or invasions. That Mamuja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. The poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. The hell are you doing over here? Wait. Get further away so I can take a... Yep. And... Okay. I was going to take a screenshot of the peculiar goblins I can use as a reaction image. If you find any warm musicals in here, God promised to be worth your while. So I should have rolled on those. Okay. And this is how I get... Alright. Okay. Neptune Spire. Applicants of a branch, please will issue membership. Did 14 have a membership system like fucking Free Realms? God, I'm old. 11. God, I'm young. You press the wall but refuses to budge. Want to open? I guess we'll be meeting Aldo. He's head of the Tenshodo. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. Reminds me of my friends, Scions. Scions, huh? It's not like a competent lot. Fortunately, we're on our own here. They're alright. Sometimes they sell, but most of the time they're fine. They're a fine bunch of individuals. Sometimes, though, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn cannot get a damn thing done right. But most of the time they do. What? Why is this blocked off? There's supposed to be stairs here to get up to the residential area. I swear things could change here by the minute. I've only visited you a handful of times. I need a place to lay low, maybe to lick my wounds once or twice. I always enjoyed my time here, though. Met quite a few interesting people along the way. This is gonna make me play 11, but I'm already paying for one subscription. Can't say I've seen your store around here before. Where are you from, stranger? Oda. Can't say I've heard of it. Most folks passing through hail from Sen- hail from Sendoria, Bastock, or Winders. Considering the present state of Juno, though, it seems strange as becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I heard of your homeland either, but that's not important right now. At times like this, you need to know who can be trusted. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Baku Jaja, see if he's noticed anything. FF11 costs 12 per month? And you need to add an extra dollar for every character? Dog, I'm looking at this website for Final Fantasy XI and I feel like a 5,000-year-old man. They got a forum? Oh my god. What do you mean the game got updated November 10th? What do you mean there is still an active dev team? Well, I mean 14, you know. I don't know why I'm so surprised. This is insane. What do you mean? There are blog posts on the Final Fantasy XI website dating all the way back to the year 2000. I was not alive when these came out. The beta test? Oh my god, I feel so ancient! I should really keep going, but I'm just flabbergasted at all this. How is Square Enix managing two separate decade-old MMOs? How? Baku, I'm scared. Personally. Returned at last, with answers, I hope. So truly this Juno, she says. But I've traveled all over Tyrol and never heard of Juno or Sendoria or any of these other places. One of Altana's name is Tyrol. I thought all you Mamuja were from Ardesia. Preach, you alright? Look at this. She has you to thank, I'm sure. Thanks for caring, I guess. How are you exactly? I appreciate the good tip. I've never seen it before in my life. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do like this, so I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister? My name is... My name is... It must be when they found wounded in the sky deep snow day. Well, we have to call you something. How about... Alzal? Vagabond. Remind me of John Tuck. Though it may be a bit closer to Adventurer and Darius Eorzea. Nicely chosen, brother. That does have a rather nice ring to it. Alzal it is. So, where are we exactly? Juno, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. What's so special with this place anyway? And where did that damn shade go off to? Oh, none of this makes any sense. My, what a vexing predicament. Ah. Wait! That's the motherfucker Zeraljaw killed! Hey, that's when they put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. So, the Bunawa sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here? As you found me a generous, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That's why you've come, isn't it? Of course this guy lives and Zeraljaw goes. The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Juno. So we really are in Juno. Yet something about it feels so off. I never said this is the real one. It is an imitation, a rather convincing one I might add, which are created based on visions of another world. You built this? That I did. While you and yours were holding the dawn of his coronation, Zeraljaw and I ventured into the gate of the Golden City. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession. The power to reshape the world within their grasp, so I thought. In the eyes of the resilient sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when you struck me down, but once the chamber was empty, the gate still open. I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse I beheld another world. That world was called Vana'Diel. Vana'Diel. Look at all these FF11 graphics. Ooh, it's making me age. A few wrinkles on my knuckles. A little of rubbish. Does anyone believe that everything and everyone here is a little more than one of your toys? Oh, please, I believe him. I personally find that to be absolutely fucking insane. He turned him into Kevin from Fortnite. He turned to stone. As I said, everything you see here is of my creation. Much like we fashioned the Phantom of Gulujaja for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions of Vana'Diel. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's probably Vana'Diel. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magic is capable of so much more. Isn't that what Zeraljaw used to build his army? Electrope, he called it. Electrope, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creation to persist for as long as I please. Fortunate, then, that world between worlds is filled with structures made from Electrope. More than I could ever hope for. Wait! If everything we see here, everything we believe from Vana'Diel is of your making, then... Am I? Ah. Gods, I mean I am as well. You? Yes, well, a trivial thread in the tapestry of my grand designs. And what a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in that walk of echoes. The memories buried there, those remnants of echoes, will shape my dreams into reality. I once believed that dream lay in the resilient sun, but that bastard is dead to me. And he's actually also dead. By my hand, Terral will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. I mean, an admirable start, but my work is far from finished. Very soon I'll draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vana'Diel, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent shade. The reason and resolve which built the nation to Loyola match with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the Mamuja of that world. You know, yeah, I'm not from there, but I gotta respect my elders. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course. But when I am will take time, of course. But when I am ready, you can be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. Shut, Surreal Jaw, wait! Damn. Man. Preach. Damn it all. Just when I thought things could become more complicated, making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, and now I have this Vana'Diel to deal with as well. I couldn't imagine how Preach and Alzal must be feeling. What you do in your very existence is called into question. The world we call Vana'Diel. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past or refute Cyril John's claims. Preach in their hands bestow everything of her past and who she is, and to be told the memories of your life not your own, I can only imagine how she must feel. Not to the time to be disheartened, at least not here anyway. I didn't trust anything made by Cyril John to be safe for long. Cyril John to be safe for long, or to remain functional. Let's return to Mamuk, while we still can. My mother will want to know of what we've seen here. Wow. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Yaktel. Okay, so, you know that Surreal Jaw guy? He's not dead, actually. He came back and has recreated Final Fantasy XI from memory, which sounds like something I would do after a really bad day. Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any trouble I may have caused. Thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. Well, they're made by the same company. What indeed? You mistook us for the Mamuja of Vana'Diel when we first met. I asked what they are like. Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all the peoples of Vana'Diel, the Mamuja, included knew peace, but a tyrant possessed of a terrible power could rule rulership over the Mamuja and turn them against us before we realized that we were at war. A tale similar to ours in a way, the rare few of us born with two heads going to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify the preeminence over all others. But that's not who we are anymore. We can be better for our forebears. We will be better. All of our hard work will be for nothing if Suryojah succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, I'm not one for aid in stopping him, I promise you that. Oh, keen to lend a hand, are you? I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours. My honor as an adventurer of Vana'Diel. We will put an end to Suryojah's schemes. If she were here, I'm sure she'd have done the same. Right then, we can worry about whether or not I'm real another day. I'm not going to stand around and let this Suryojah piss all over the memories of my home. So you can count me in too. The only thing you can forget about us, this all started in XIV. We have a duty to keep our forest safe. Suryojah has left us without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Daria once more. If you're to be ready, I think it prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We should start with Tuliyola and see to our own preparations while we're there. If you have me as the dirigible landing, we will see Prish and Alzal to Tuliyola. Now, Baku Jaja says that they should learn about our world, when in fact he means literally just Tyrol. And we can get even more specific because I know damn well these two are not going anywhere outside of Tuliyola. It's going to be Tuliyola, Goktel, and that's it. These two aren't going to Alexandria. These two aren't going to, like, Eorzea. Seeing people's class icons next to their name is actually pretty sick. Let me turn on. People's names back on. Oh, damn. Floppa Binky. Whoever chose Jazz for... It was Soken. Soken making Jazz the main theme... the main theme of Tuliyola. Peak. Now I just need some Jersey Club. I want to see if Soken knows Jersey and I'll cry on camera. Those balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. I'm fairly certain if there's anything Vana'Diel already has, it's airships. So this is Tuliyola. Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? I'm afraid I don't, and as you don't recognize me either, perhaps you weren't acquaintances after all, but I know of you was likely overheard in a tavern somewhere, patrons sharing stories of your filmed exploits. I see. Well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, where to begin? Brother, would I be wise to first appraise the Landsguard of what's happened? Would you prefer another stern lecture from the Vow of Reason? I just never prefer a tale. Fine. Could you keep them occupied with the season of Landsguard? Maybe take them to eat or something. I know, it's moved to aunties to simpler tacos. Here, for that first meal of yours, we spoiled. Just so we're clear, I'm not expecting your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds delivering to our past was always tended to the better future. When you get there, tell me we sent you. She'll see that we get they're taken care of. Auntie's tacos, huh? Let me guess. They serve tacos. Oh, I can hardly wait. I ate tacos all the time back home. Okay, wait. So how does Preach know what a taco is, but does Wukamai know what a taco is? I'm forgetting what happened in Dontrell food-wise. But suppose we want her to take a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way that'll help jog Alzal's memory. Preach knows all an outcome. How far is this? Preach's stupid little run. What Altana's name is that? Do people actually ride those things? Chocobos only be seen used for running in Vana'Diel. If they haven't, I would like to see them. Those creatures remember the Chocobos and Vana'Diel. To say we adventures are indispensable would be no exaggeration. From shore to shore, they were our faithful companions whatsoever the roads may lead us. You'd be right on that, Alzal. Well, let me tell you about the giant birds that also exist here. Or giant robots. Or polar bears. Or horses. There are a lot of things you can ride here that you probably shouldn't legally, but... So these are Marcus Tuliola. Somebody stands when to begin. That's a bit of a head spin. What you say? Some fruit would sure hit the spot right about now. No, Preach, remember about the tacos. I happen to spy a few goblins on the way to the market. I remember them living in the major cities of Vana'Diel as well. Of course, there's no shortage of the unscrupulous sort living in the wilds as well. They would gather in droves and give chase to adventurers, forcing anyone and everyone to retreat back to the safety of town. Reminds me of Idleshire. So, what do you think Preach was doing during the events of, like, everything before this? Because she remembers her past, and that has to mean she's real in some capacity. You think the events of FF11 and 14 happened at the same time? There's a place, right? It's one of the savory meats already. I be loving the savory meat. Who's beyond tea? Baku Jaja recommended me some beer tacos, so we'll have your finest, please. Baku Jaja said you did he? Take your thing, be right over with a tray of our world famous fare. Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. This is me earlier today. I ate Taco Bell. It was pretty fucking fire. I thought nothing could match which flavor our tacos back home. The spicy seasoning of this meat is something else. When the inevitable Don Chill cookbook comes out, and people can make these tacos IRL, I expect these to blow my fucking mind. I fully expect these tacos to blow my mind, or I will be immensely disappointed in the source material. Appreciate taking the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. I can use a bite. Thanks for treating us. It almost like a taste of home. Tough nausea. Seeing as these have a luxury time to themselves, can you hear more about Vana'Diel? Gladly, I need to know what the old heads are talking about. 20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict, the Crystal War they called it, and it wasn't long before my home, Vana'Diel, was dropped into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the Beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to the Vana'Diel and saved home. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Any tales of daring you can share with us? I'm gonna imagine she's talking about like Shadowbringers and Walker times. Oh yeah, I went to the moon one time. Twice, actually, I went to the moon, canonically. Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Wait, really? Not just an adventurer, you're a god's dead living legend. I mean, I don't want to say that. A hero, living legend. Cool. Sorry for the wait. There's much show praise in the Landsguard of as well, you know. The surreal job was that surreal jobs behind the stolen relics and the technical job was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet there are others in test reviews of a strange portal in the woods. It's with foolhardy treasure seekers who've been gone off looking for it. So maybe those are the people we were seeing in the Alliance. A dangerous thought, knowing surreal job could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Juno to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. God, those tacos are pretty brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. I'm fairly sure I've had Tafnazian tacos before. They were famous for their hardness and help stave off fatigue. Those often found themselves on the defensive and bow would do when they eat one before a fight. Jay, would that be a team to show you more of Tuliola, but we can't afford to have anyone wandering about in Jayuno. But then let's make haste to Yoctel. Where are Thancred and Ariane, Jay? Never mind. Honestly, I had a conversation with some buddies of mine of where I would live if in 14th universe. I was gonna say Solution 9 purely off of bias. I did say Solution 9 actually. Honestly, I think I would rather live in Tuliyola. I think I would much rather live in Tuliyola. Yeah. Tuliyola is more alive. Like Solution 9 is fine, but Tuliyola feels more cozy. My stream is good, right? Hold on. What, did YouTube go down? Oh well. I can only speak to myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to gods nowhere in search of treasure seems absurd. Thrall has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too grave they believe their dreams can be realized. Efforts better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Walking a noble path like you, brother. In any case, whoever we find in there, we have to get them out. Quickly. Wow, now I can see other players. I realize I'm a podcast and see that none of this is real. My mumble job and name is surreal job created this place. I left one of those weird shower things decides to gobble you up. And I jumped into that rift expecting a dungeon or maybe a labyrinth, not whatever all this is. It's dangerous, I need to leave? Don't make me laugh. Not long ago I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Sounds like they could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just lying around for the taking. We don't mean to threaten you, we need to leave at once. The place is more dangerous than it looks. Never seen a city like this in Tyrol before. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps we should hold off on surveying further then. What a shame. I happen upon a rather curious stone I have to take with me, but it was stolen by some tunnel-rotting brute. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth any chase, but we run off to the south if we need to go after them. I believe you now if it's truly as dangerous as you say. I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. Came looking for some fancy trinkets too. Well, feast your eyes on this. There is literally nothing there. Oh. It's green now. I think I blinked too much. I got really tired again. Boy, the adrenaline from the raid wearing off. We spoke with anyone who listened, though few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. Why his heads turn so slowly? A block of raw electro. But how? I take it you're the one that found this? I'm sorry, but we can't leave that stone. It's too dangerous. Can you just hand it over? Bah, this isn't Tool. I have no authority here. I found it, I'm keeping it. It's for your own good. Put the stone down and walk away or else. Careful, brother. When you handed him the vow resolved, then we're going to see the end of it. Or you're in debt as well. Fine. You've come here to make a fortune, yes? Let me pay you for it. I would certainly save you the trouble of finding a single buyer, but we can let it go for cheap. We can't help but overhear you're selling an artifact found in these ruins. Jesus Christ, this is a reference to 11's auction board. Whatever the gentleman's willing to pay, I can assure you I can pay more. Great, just what we needed. What are we supposed to do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place would likely take more time than we can afford. Also, I'll finna buy it. Ah, of course. We're not holding an auction for the stone. An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all interested parties separately, and incentivizes them to pay you handsomely lest they be outed. Fine by me, but only be accepting payment in guilt. This money will be taking me overseas. I can finally live the life I've always wanted. The following event cannot be skipped. Maybe we should cancel any... We may have your opening bids. I have about 500,000 gil. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience in auctions, but we do have coin you can use. And with 1,000,000 gil and enough more work at the Lance Guard, hopefully that'll be enough. Damn! Upon speaking to the tunnel in the future, the auction will begin. You may also speak with the other prospective buyers to receive hints regarding the potential bids. I have no time for the back and forth this bargain nonsense. All I need is one bid to win that stone. She's gonna go high. Foreign merchants will relieve me of my stock a few minutes past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, I was forced to spend half of it in preparation for this expedition. That's 1,500,000. Half of that. That's 500,000. I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly. So, 500k, assuming, and she's gonna go higher than that. I was imperative to recover the electro won't do to show your hand too early. Better be conservative for your bids, stay just ahead of the competition. It's like 700k. Damn, wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. With 1,000,000 gil all told, but trust me, you won't spend all of it. I'm thinking like 700k. It'll be good. So, what's your offer? The auction has begun. Outreach your competitors to the electro in serving your capital. Alright then, how much will you start with? $500,000. I built up in bid, but I'm willing to bet that's all you have. 560,000 gil. That my savings gone. Sure, they're close to conceding, right? Double that, I'm sure we'll be fine. 700,000. 700,000? How's anyone to compete with that? Damn no, I'm not leaving without that stone. 720,000 gil. The reason they pay by such a no margin, someone's reached their limit. $800,000. I'm fairly certain if I picked 730, he would go a little bit higher. 200,000 gil to spare. Not bad, Daria. Baku Jaja is better at saving his money than I am. This makes me all of it. The stone is yours. That was more expensive than I would have liked, but nothing a few hunt bills can make up for. I hope. As far as I'm looking, I'm sure we made a mess of things that were me. I didn't get a little carried away under pressure. Me too. Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at that electrode. God, this presence, it feels familiar. The Shadow Lord. I fought him. There's no mistaking that deep and bitter malice. The stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. He was a being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that eventually brings this reign of terror to an end. You helped defeat the Shadow Lord. All's almost been there with her, but I don't remember even hearing about that. In any case, I'll hold on to the electro. We should hurry back and speak with the Lance Guard. Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? If there's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I've had a great many tales of the fiends and the bards who frequent the taverns here in Juneau. I've been waiting over yonder for the near fountain. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. Most welcome offer. There is much to be said for a first-hand encounter with the echo in question. Perhaps you can revisit these tales another time, after you've made certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let's return to Tuliol and speak with the Lance Guard. Daria, come and meet us at Bright Bloom Post. Ah, there you are. If you have any burning questions about this place or anything else of Vana'Diel, I should be happy to answer them. Look at yourself. Me? I'm no adventurer of any particular renown, if that's what you were expecting. Just a man come from Bastok looking to see more of the world. While I like in fame and make up for it with the strength of numbers, I have no shortage of friends willing to accompany me in pursuit of riches should I reach out via Link Pearl. The armor I wear is proof of our accomplishments, salvaged from the depths of the Alzadal undersea ruins. That said, I treasure my time with them more than any trinket or bauble we've unearthed in our travels together. You understand, surely? Oh yeah. Please. I've heard stories of the 5 warriors clad in black. If the fates were kind, if the fates are kind, I will never have the poor fortune to cross paths with them. They were not born but forged from crystal, assuming the legends are true. The dawn goddess Altana wept 5 tears that gave birth to the 5 races: Hume, Elvan, Tarutaru, Mithra, and Galka. The archangels are said to be the embodiment of their sins. Apathy, arrogance, cowardice, envy, rage, the darkness that lurks within us all. No one is certain why they were created. The prevailing theory is they serve as guardians of some ancient paradise. I don't really care about Fafnir, he's just a dragon. The great darkness of the Northlands, hatred made manifest. There's not a soul in all of Vana'Diel who doesn't know of the Shadow Lord. His sole desire was to bring about the extinction of Altana's children, and so he rallied together the Beastmen and set up what came to be known as the Crystal War. Well, as the Crystal War. The Beastmen's assault was merciless, and it was not long before Bastok, Sandoria, and Winters were brought to their knees. It was only after Archduke Kamlanat convinced them to join forces with the Grand Duchy of Juno that they gained momentum needed to push back. United as the alliance of Altana, they would eventually drive the Beastmen back from their lands and soon to themselves within the offensive in Zarkabard. The alliance proved victorious in the end, but not without great many sacrifices. Peace had been restored to Vana'Diel, for a time at least. The Shadow Lord had some of us resurrected 20 years later, but thankfully he was slain before the Beastmen could be emboldened to take arms a second time. There's much speculation as to his origins. Most believe he was once a Galka, if you can believe it. He was betrayed by one of his companions, mortally wounded and left to die. A dear friend of his is also said to have been cut down in the altercation. He succumbed to his wounds, but his rage and despair remained, giving life to the Shadow Lord. If what you say is true, he has returned once more. Perhaps the flames of his hatred can never truly be extinguished. Up, that's all I wanted to learn. I don't care about Fafnir. You are very pretty. I can just teleport. A 1,000 gil to get to Tuliola? Okay. I was hoping for the Landsguard would be here already. The Landsguard all appear to be well trained and well armed. I dare say they'd be a match even for our soldiers back home. Once again, we're left with nothing but time on our hands until Surreal Jaw shows himself. I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we ask the Landsguard. Maybe there is served exploring Tyrol, familiarizing yourself with the land. What would you do to find yourself lost when you need it most? Oh dear. Ah, it's a god's adventure! What a great idea! You're coming with me, Alzal. Don't you dare say not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll deny the suggestion piques my interest. I warn you now, though, the wilds of Tyrol are rife with danger, and there's no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. I can hardly count the number of times Vana'Diel has been visited by some world-ending calamity, but no matter how dire things may seem, we always find a way to get through, a way through, together. This will be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can do there's nothing we can't do so long as we have each other. A band of adventurers barely met, united in the face of great peril, just like old times. You too? Our adventure is always so sentimental. Yes. Is that so terrible a thing? Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about Vana'Diel and Jaw's movements, I've asked him to contact you. I wonder what Bach was off to. Meanwhile, in the echo of Tulia. Tulia. Soon we will slaughter them all. Is that not so, Savilja? Soon, my dawn servant, very soon. Then, there should be nothing to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. How fortunate for me he lacks the wisdom of the true dawn servant. But if he will be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. The Shadow Lord showed promise, but Vana'Diel was a land of rich history, and he didn't settle for those who but a blink of an eye in the annals of history. With the strength of the ancients, I'll bring Taral, no, the whole world, to its knees. And that is Echoes of Vana'Diel, the first part. We'll be back in like 4 months for Raid 2, which will more than likely take us to Tulia. But yeah, that's it. I'm super tired. Let me check YouTube first to make sure everything's going well on the website. Why does it not say I'm live? I am live, indeed, just so you know. Oh, wait. Let me save. Have I saved the last hour? I have a hunch it won't go up.